Hello, this is a new idea. Not sure how I'd start this, so I'll basically just blow into it. And the video that will be playing on the screen, like that direction, I think, or that one. I don't know. This camera's mirrored. It'll just be Scott Pilgrim, just because I couldn't think what to play, and it's boring just listening to me talk. So yeah, talking about like mental health and all that kind of crap. How would I start with that? Well, basically, a lot of people don't really know about it, and I don't want to sit here whining saying, "Oh yeah, treat me well," blah, all this kind of crap. I've just been looking up some like facts that people might not know or even understand properly. But hold on, I'll shut my window. Sorry. It's fucking freezing. I'm actually in bed right now. Well, it's Monday. That's basically my Sunday. Yeah, well, I'll just start off with some of the facts that I've got written down. Was it depression can mess with your thinking. Like, it plays tricks on you. Like, it'll put really strange ideas into your head, or you'll be thinking like, why am I thinking like this? And it gets you really down. It makes you selfish. Like, other people could be having loads and loads of problems, and you just be like, oh, so what, I've got problems. And you just be a bit of a dick, to be honest. I've done that more than my fair share, to be honest. Like, a couple of days ago, one of my mates rang me and woke me up, and because I've not been sleeping well. You know, get up out of bed, and I just shouted no and put the phone down. Like, it's not cool, I'll be honest. I haven't even spoken to him yet, so I'm gonna have to call him in a minute and say sorry. And say, it makes you anxious and like irritable to even be around. Like, it could be a situation where, like, even someone that you care a lot about, you could just piss it off and you don't know why. Inside you, there's something inside you have no idea why it just pisses you off. They could just be sat there, you know, saying, go on, do you want to go to shops, do you want to do this, and you're like, it's weird. But it's, being depressed is not a choice, clearly. I don't know why anyone would want to be. But choosing to ignore it is, like, say, oh, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'll don't need to sort myself out, it'll go eventually. That's a really bad thing. Doing nothing about it is really bad, but denying it, like saying, oh no, I don't have a problem, it's normal. Denial is the worst thing. Like, I remember saying to someone when I got me tablets and that for the depression, that, you know, that I got them, he was like, oh, you don't need them, shut up, get rid of them. It's the worst thing you could possibly say to someone. Where is it? And it does affect other people around you as much as it does affect you. You may not notice that, but it does, because the people you care about could just feel unloved, unwanted, and you want to avoid you because your feelings like rub off on them. Like, you're in a bad, you've probably seen it before, like you're in a group with someone and someone's in a really bad mood and it starts spreading around the group. It's like that. That's it. And a way to help with that, really, I used to do it, but I'm too much of a lazy ass. Got me on Xbox and PlayStation here, so I just sit on that all day, which isn't a good thing. I'll probably make another video about gaming and how that can help and hinder. Exercise is actually a really good thing. I remember went to the doctors and he said, yeah, that's a perfect thing to do, because all the excess energy that's built up inside you, you go out and you physically just wear it off and you feel tired for once, not restless. But another one, even good things can lead to it for some reason. Like with women, it's common where there was a postpartum depression after just giving birth. Then women can get depressed. It's the most happiest time of their lives, but they're still depressed and you don't know why. But it can be things like graduating, you know, college, uni, whatever. Probably getting married as well, because you have that nice honeymoon period, but then you're like, and new jobs as well, because you don't know what to think about it. Women are actually at a higher risk of, you know, being diagnosed with depression, and you can feel, but women feel hopeless, like hopeless. And estrogen, like obviously a big female, whatever the fuck it is, that's a big part of how women get it, and majority of the time they just crave someone to listen to their problems when you won't. Men, they just feel irritated and socially withdrawn. That's where, well, this is just what I'm seeing online, but to be honest, a lot of these things I do agree with a little bit. Apparently, it's easier to catch a cold, sufferers from depression. I I don't know how that will work out like. And funny fact, in the Middle Ages, people who suffer from depression and such, other people thought they were possessed by the devil or evil spirits. So yeah, that's nice. I'm a devil child. 80% of people who suffer from depression aren't actually getting treatment, which is bad. I've only been getting treated for about a year, and it's been going on my whole life. So I know what that's like. That sucks. So people need to just suck it up and go. It's not easy, but you need to. Apparently kids with asthma and depression have worse asthma than those without. Well, I can probably agree with that. But also people with depression tend to not take care of themselves in certain ways. And it got pointed out to me that I always forget to have my inhalers, which isn't a good thing because obviously I need them to breathe. I have them like once a month, which is bad. And apparently the average video game player is 35 years old and he's overweight, shy, anxious and nervous. I'm not 35, but I think I fit in those lines a little bit. Apparently like overweight children in nursery feel lonely and more anxious than the other kids, and it can cause it to get worse over time. Like, I've always been a bit chubby as a kid, so I can relate to that, but I'm not saying that's bang on what's going on here. And there's a man called William Styron, I think it is. He wrote a book called, what is it, Darkness Visible, and he wrote about his experiences with like severe depression. And he described it as a howling tempest in the brain, dreadful pouncing seizures of anxiety, a kind of numbness and enervation, whatever that means, an odd fragility, as if my body had actually become frail, hypersensitive and somehow disjointed and clumsy. Like when it comes to, I don't know what the howling tempest in the brain, that just sounds scary. There's a pouncing seizures of anxiety, that happens to me a lot. I go all Tony Stark and just have panic attacks at any given time. It's usually in the middle of the bloody night, which is no good. Where is it? It's just a kind of numbness. You feel numb. Sometimes you just don't give a shit about anything that you're doing. Enervation, don't know what that means. Odd fragility, you just feel like you're gonna crack at any given moment. So your body become frail. I don't really get that. Hypersensitive, sometimes you just feel like tweaky, disjointed and clumsy, but I've always been dozy anyway. There's another author called Sylvia Plath. She described her depression in terms of a bell jar, which a glass dome is placed over fragile items to protect them. Her metaphor catches the terrifying sense of feeling both disconnected and suffocated. She can't join with others, and others can't reach her. Yeah, I quite get that. Like, there's apparently depression can show in 4 different kind of ways. Mood changes, which happens far too bloody often for me. Memory changes, like you'll forget things, or things will just skip your mind, and then you'll be like, what, did I do that? Like, apparently I said something to someone a couple of months ago that I do not remember, and he called me on it the other day. I was like, well, I'm completely in the wrong, I'm so sorry. Thought changes, you can feel really optimistic one day. I remember I was just going to the house to just get myself a pizza for me dinner, and I was just walking on the street with the biggest smile on my face. I was like, you know what, I can get through whatever is thrown at me. I'll just get through it. And then another day you'll get up and you're like, for fuck's sake, I hate everything. What is the point of me getting out of bed? Physical changes, like you can gain weight, you can lose weight. That happens quite a bit. Like, so there'll be some days with me where I just don't eat nothing, or I'll have a couple of biscuits. Then there's another day where I'll just eat like 5 bags of crisps, and just like big meal, and then bits of chocolate biscuits and stuff. It's stupid. Behavioural changes. I've been told by a lot of people that I'm a moody little bastard a lot of the time. People told me to get my shit sorted. One of my best friends as well, he's brutally honest with me. It's Jack. Just got a text. Made up that he did. Hi Kieran, you just texted me saying my boy that bod. Yeah, it's my bod. Yeah, but he told me that pretty much I've become a dick over the past few months. You know, we had to talk about it, and we cleared it all up a little bit, but I understand it. I'm gonna cut this one short because it's about to link up with the other video, but I'm gonna try and do a couple more of these videos just to try and get everyone a little bit like more informed, if that makes any sense. Well, this is really hard for me to do. I've wrote a script here. I'm actually reading off a little script. I'm gonna try and do another one in a couple of days, so